Hi Aquarius, welcome to April. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm getting ready to do your April Love TarotScope. And I just want to say, before I do that, I want to ring in the bells and create some sacred space around this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking my channel. And thank you for all the comments, and thank you for anyone who has requested a reading. I'm happy to serve you. And so let's see what's going on for Aquarius this April. We just had a new moon in Aries, and coming up we're going to have a full moon in Libra, and then another new moon in Taurus. And the Taurus new moon has good aspects, but the Libra new moon can be a little bit tense. It's going to reactivate the Uranus-Pluto square, so there could be some power struggles going on around that time, or you may feel the need to break out. Things may come to a head at this full moon. We'll see what's happening. So what does Aquarius need to know about love for the month of April? What does Aquarius need to know about love and life in April? What is coming up in April? This past new moon had your ruling planet Uranus and Mercury together, so there could have been some surprises, surprise messages or surprise developments, especially in communication, the areas of communication. So let's see. What does Aquarius need to know about love in the month of April? May only the highest forces be present at this reading to ensure that the truth be told. Okay. The Queen of Swords. The Nine of Swords. The Knight of Wands. The King of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Sun. Now this is looking really good as far as love goes. Okay, so you start out the month as the Queen of Swords. This could represent you because it's the air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So this could very well represent you. And with the Nine of Swords here, you might have been under a lot of stress. You might be worried about someone's health, or just mental stress in general, just your mind racing, wondering what's going to be. So you might be worried about something. Maybe you're worried about a relationship or someone close to you who's going through a difficult time. And the Queen of Swords is someone who's very independent. She doesn't like to ask for help. So you might, a lot of times with the Nine of Swords, a lot of what you're worried about, you never really comes to pass. It's just all in your mind. But there could be sometimes, so don't overstress with worry. Because first of all, it's not going to change anything. So you have to use your mind critically and think, how can I think my way out of this problem instead of worrying? So if there's something that you're worried about, it could be concerning maybe a move, a change of residence, or a change of job. Because you have the Knight of Wands as the base, as the past. So you could be thinking about moving or changing a job, and maybe you're even thinking about starting a business. And so maybe you're concerned, you're worrying about all the details around that, and you're wondering, what's going to come, what's the future going to bring, where am I going to go, where am I going to work, what do I need, where do I need to go? I just see a lot of mental stress, maybe sitting up at night, can't sleep, that kind of thing. So the Knight of Wands usually represents a journey, either changing residence or changing job whenever that comes up. If it represents a person, it could represent someone who's a little bit on the irresponsible side. So you might be involved with someone who's all talk and no action, or someone who is fun, but you can't really rely on them. There's like instability with them. They are not very stable. Now the King of Pentacles, on the other hand, is very stable. So you could have two different energies at play. There could be another relationship. The King could represent, if it's a person that you're involved with, it could represent someone who's an earth sign. So that could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And this King is someone who really cares about family and really cares about material things. So his material thing, he deals with money or land or real estate. He could be someone who deals with finance, like an accountant or a banker. He could deal with real estate. He could even own his own business. Sometimes the King of Pentacles, whatever it is, he's concerned about security. He wants to make money because that makes him feel safe. So this could be someone that you're dealing with. Or it could be, if it's not a person in your life, it could be that those are the issues that you're worrying about. Financial security, putting down roots somewhere, buying or selling real estate. Maybe you want to sell something and so that you can move somewhere else. Or you want to sell something so you could bring in some more money so that you could feel more financially secure. But these are the issues that you've been stressed over. Moving, career path, job change, and maybe real estate. Maybe there's something that you own that's giving you grief. You're worried about it. So coming up in the future, you have the Queen of Cups. This could be someone who, if it's a friend or someone in your life, it could be someone who's very intuitive, very artistic. So it could be someone that gives good advice. Maybe you go to someone for advice, someone who's like a counselor in your life, or someone who can give you some kind of intuitive guidance. If not, then it means that you have to tap into your own intuition. If the Queen, because the court cards can represent people, but sometimes when they don't represent people, they represent qualities that we need to develop in ourselves. So to tackle your month and whatever problems come up, you might need to use your intuition. Maybe you've been trying to solve a problem using logic, because that's the typical air sign. Air signs usually, they don't use their heart when they're solving problems. They usually use their mind, or they think their way out of their problems because they're very intellectual. With the Queen of Cups, she only makes decisions based on her feelings and her heart. It's a total different energy than the Queen of Swords. So you might be dealing with someone who's very sensitive, very intuitive, and doesn't really care about facts and figures. They just go with their intuition. This feels right, I'm going to do it. This doesn't feel right, I'm not going to do it. So that's the energy of the Queen of Cups. And she's looking at the past. She's facing the past. So you might be looking over your life and wondering, okay, I've been through a lot of changes in my life. I've been through some heartaches. I've survived some difficult times. Now what? What's my next step? What's next for me? Maybe I need to, release some baggage. Maybe I need to free myself from some of my possessions. Whatever the case is, you need to trust your intuition. And you're going to come out of this. You're going to come out of this worry and mental stress. The Nine of Wands in the future represents you defending yourself in some situation. Or it also could mean that you have a goal and maybe you haven't achieved this goal yet. It could be, and you're ready to give up. You're thinking, I've been trying so hard, I'm not getting anywhere. Maybe I should just give up. Maybe it has something to do with intuition or, psychic ability or healing. And the 9 is telling you that you really need to just give it one more shot. You're that close. Usually when we're really close to success is when people say, well, I just can't deal with these problems, I'm just going to quit. And a lot of times people quit just before they're about to succeed. So this is a card of saying, just try a little bit harder and you're gonna get there. Even though you're stressed and you're feeling like nothing's jiving, nothing's gelling, and you're thinking, well, maybe I need to move away and start and go somewhere else. This card is to tell you to don't give up the fight yet. Now, in a relationship situation, it could mean that someone from the past comes back, someone that you were once involved with, someone that you thought you were done with, pretty much. You know, you thought the relationship's over, this situation's over. It comes back to be dealt with again. So, especially with these retrograde planets right now, Venus being retrograde and then Mercury in April is going to be going retrograde, that's a time of revision and revisiting. So it is possible that you connect with some people from the past, people that you maybe need closure with, or some problem that was never really quite resolved. Maybe you need to resolve it, come to some kind of understanding in a relationship situation. So it could be a relationship coming back for one more time for closure, or it could be a problem that you thought you had resolved in a relationship coming back again, popping up again. And it could be with a water sign, male or female. That could be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Now, here you have the Ace of Cups. So it's possible that you could have a new beginning. And the Two of Cups. I mean, you're kind of doubting your ability to have love in April, because this is in your negative thinking sector. Like, oh, I'm never going to meet anyone. There's no one out there for me. But these cards are showing that there could be potential romance coming in April. You have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups in your environment. That's like a soulmate connection. And the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card in your wish fulfillment sector. So if you really want to have love and a relationship, don't quit. Maybe this Nine of Wands is saying, don't give up. Maybe a part of you is saying, you know, I'm never going to meet anybody. I'm just going to give up. I'm not even going to care about relationship. I'm just going to bury myself in my work. And, you know, I've met a bunch of unreliable types in the past, and I'm just done. I'm done with dating. I'm done with romance. Well, these cards are saying don't give up. There's still potential out there. There's this Ace of Cups, which is actually even a time card. And the Ace of Cups relates to the summer, the months of June, July, August. So I wouldn't quite give up yet. Especially with this Two of Cups, there's someone in your environment that you could really connect with. And it could be a water sign. Someone close to you. Someone that you know already, maybe. And the Two of Cups is like two people really on the same page. They think alike. They want the same things from life. They are like two peas in a pod. So if you don't know this person, you might be meeting this person come June, July, sometime in the summer. And the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. That's like, if you have a wish that you really want, something that you're really hoping for, you can have that. And then you have the Sun at the end, which is the outcome card. And the Sun is an outcome card. Just having the Nine of Cups and the Sun in the reading is a message that things are going to work out. Everything's going to be okay. So whatever you're worrying about now, if you come into April with worries, with stress on your mind, you're going to leave April with everything working out fine. You're going to be leaving April in a better state of mind, in a better position than when you entered it. And it very might well be that some relationship is a part of that, because the sun is like the higher vibration of the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups represents two people that really get along. That it's the start of a romance, the start of some kind of connection, and the Sun is like it could lead to marriage. And if it doesn't lead to marriage and commitment, it could at least means that you're going to be having fun, that you're going to be with someone that really makes you feel young again, that makes you feel like a child, that makes you feel like like you're existing in this timeless state of grace. That's the energy of the Sun. It's like two kids playing in the sand. The Sun is like, no matter what problems you have in the reading, when the Sun is in the reading, you know that the Sun's going to come out and that you're going to solve your problem and everything's going to be okay. So don't dwell on the past and whatever happened in the past, and don't let the past sour you toward the future potential, because you have potential with these cards. Look at all these cards. Look at these cups. And the nines. You have 3 nines here, so that means you're at the end of a cycle. When you start with the ace is the beginning of the cycle, and the 9 represents the end of a cycle coming to culmination in the 10. So you haven't really finished the cycle yet, but you're really close, because when you get to the 10, you're done. So you're finishing up some old karma in April. You're releasing a lot of stress in April, and you're going to have a new beginning. It's kind of like going to be like a clearing out time for you, I think, where you're getting rid of whatever is no longer serving, and preparing for this new cycle. So don't give up on love yet. I know you've been through a lot, because you have the 9 of Swords here, and you're under a lot of mental stress, and you're kind of feeling like you have no one you can depend on. The Queen of Swords energy is someone who's been through traumas or hurts in her life, and she's built up this wall around her, and she doesn't want people to get close. You're like keep pushing people away. It's like, you're making it very difficult for anyone to approach you. It's like you want them to really prove themselves before they'll get close to you. But you could be limiting, your options by doing that. So you need to, try to find it in your heart to forget the past, forgive, and open up again. Open up your heart to love and to trusting. Even though you're kind of being cynical with all these swords here. You're being cynical and judgmental. So you need to kind of try to be less critical and less judgmental, to allow yourself to be open to love, because it's there for you. You have this ace, but it's in your negative thinking sector. So your thoughts could be sabotaging your chances. Your thinking, you have to think positive. If you think negative, it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. But you do have this potential. Look at this. Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, 9 of Cups, the Sun. You can't get better than that. So I think by the summer, definitely, if you might meet someone in April, but with all this retrograde energy, I don't think things are going to really take off until mid-May. So you might hook up with someone from the past, and you might start out slowly, and you may feel like, you're treading water for a while, but just wait to see what happens starting like June, July. I think things are going to be changing over the summer, so you're going to be in a much happier place by summer. I really feel that. Even it may involve a move, but it may not. It may involve just connecting with someone on a heart level, where you feel like, okay, I finally met someone that I could really relate to, after all this heartache I've been through. So don't give up, Aquarius. Hang in there, and you're gonna have love this year. I'm pretty confident in that. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I wish you luck and love, and just only wonderful things for April. And if you hook up with an old lover, maybe you want to give them another chance. If not, there's a new beginning. Sometimes the Ace of Cups, if you're not with someone, it could mean bringing new love. But if you are in a relationship, it could mean a new beginning within that relationship. So a new way of loving. Maybe, you sit down and you have a talk, and you try to work things out, and you decide, and you both make decisions about, let's start over, let's try again, let's change things up. Let's try to be more considerate of each other. Let's try to change the way we relate to each other so that we're both happy. So that could be too, where you start to see things from a different perspective, and you take into consideration another person's viewpoint, and then it can lead to success and joy for both of you. Because look, you have 2 people here in this card, 2 people looking in each other's eyes. So there's love there for you. Don't be negative about it, and just be a little bit more flexible and a little less judgmental and a little more forgiving. And you can bring that love in. You can reel that in. So that's my message for April. And I wish you luck and love. And I will talk to you again in May. Thanks, Aquarius.